Alright, Wheel Life Cycling here, guys. It is January here in Dayton, Nevada area. Nevada is cold. We have snow. Now it's raining. Not a lot of cycling outdoors. So I want to give you guys out there some information regarding buying and purchasing saddles to see what kind of saddle you want and how it works. You know, a lot of companies won't allow you to take a saddle, try it, and return it and get your money back, okay? But there is a way around that. If you could always try a saddle, for example, and a lot of companies like I'm not going to give any plugs because I'm not endorsing any companies, but there's a lot of companies out there that will take the bicycle saddle back and credit you towards a new saddle, a different type of saddle, okay? So, but I have noticed, I've done 4 saddles I have purchased through Amazon. And I like Amazon for this reason, that you can always get a refund. Yeah. So the company who sells it to you, they're stuck with taking it back and you get a refund. So recently, I didn't do that. And I bought from a company that is well known, an Italian company, Selle Italia. So I struck out on this deal in a sense. It didn't go as smoothly as I anticipated it would. Selle Italia, of course, is an Italian company, and I had purchased a Flight Boost Superflow, and I bought it, it was too wide. If you saw my previous video, it was 160 mm. I wanted to, you know, to go the largest I could to see what the difference would be. And I found out that it was way too wide for my rear end. Okay. So Selle Italia has a marketing company in U.S. that sells their products, a distributorship if you will, out of Vista, California. And the company is called Lucidity. Now Lucidity sells that product in the United States. Now, I didn't know this when I first bought it, okay? I just thought it was, you know, Selle Italia. It is, but the marketing company in California doesn't allow you to send the saddle back with no problems and get a refund, okay? Now, let me tell you about what happened with Lucidity out of California. Okay, they, like I said, they're like a marketing, wholesale, they sell other products in the United States. Selle Italia is one of them, and there's a few other ones, okay? And I really don't like this company. I don't know how big it is, or I don't like the way they run the company, and I think they're nasty, okay? And let me tell you why. I've owned the saddle for like a month, but I didn't ride it for a month. I just put it on, tested it, took it off, and it's been sitting there over the holidays. And so I finally got to send an email into the company. Well, the company was out of the office for almost 3 weeks. So that's almost like a month and 3 weeks already for my email to get back to me. Well, I received an email from this guy from Lucidity, And what it said was, it's too long that you've had to saddle. And that was it on the email. And it goes through, I guess, Zendesk. Okay, I guess, you know, some email software, right? So then a couple days passed by, and I returned the email, and I said, hey, look, man, I emailed you guys like 3 weeks ago, okay? And then another day goes by, and I get an email back. Well, you know, our refund policy is, you know, we could credit you, you know, we can't sell this product once, you know, we get it back, and blah, blah, blah. And then another day goes by, and I email back. And so this email back and forth, instead of them calling me in California and just talking to me, they decide that they're going to email me, and then it goes back for a day, and then an email comes back another day, and I send another email, and it's already like a week. It's actually, this is going into the second week since I sent the first email. Now, I did receive a return UPS shipping label, so that's nice. So the saddle's going to go back. And then I said, okay, so let me get a smaller on this Nova saddle, right? On the Boost, Superflow Boost. And then the email comes back saying, we don't have that size. That's it. No, nothing else. So I'm like, man. And then the email goes back. And then it comes back, I said, well, do you have one in, you know, 145? And then it comes back another day, okay? And I do this in the morning, so it's California. So, you know, this guy checks his email once a day, right? And then the next day. So can you imagine this kind of business operation if you ran a business like this? I mean, it's disgusting. It really is. So now we're into the second week of emails, and then I said, all right, let me change for a Novus Endurance saddle, L3, which is, you know, a certain width, and, you know, that's fine. So then the email comes back and says, can you be sure? Is this? I'll read it. I'll read you the email. It's just crazy. And this was what kind of ludicrous. Yeah, it's Lucidity is the name of the company. It should be ludicrous. So I told him I've been waiting for 2 weeks. So I said January 5th. And then I said, okay, can I get the same in a 145? And then he says, thanks for sending this. You can see on the shoes page that the model is not available. So another day goes by, right? So, guys, you know what? It's so frustrating to deal with people like this. It really is. Then I said on the 6th, the next day, I said, okay, Novus Endurance L3. And he texts me back saying, you know, are you sure that's the one? That was on Friday. So today's Monday. This is crazy, guys. Monday. And then I texted him 3 days ago, which was Friday, and I said, yeah, that's the saddle. That's the one I want. And that's all I heard from him, okay? So my point is, you can avoid this kind of interaction by just going to a site like Amazon, where they will just refund your money and you can try out a saddle. So if anybody out there wants to know how to buy a saddle and try a saddle, I guess Amazon would be the best way, because they refund your money like right away. Now, of course, that means that you may not get the saddle you want, particularly from a manufacturer. So, of course, that has to be taken into consideration. So, You know, buyer beware, guys. If you want to deal with a company like Lucidity, which, you know, is selling Selle Italia in the United States, get ready for, I mean, a bullshit experience. It's not often that you get companies that pull this crap. You would think that they would, you know, if I was a manager of a company, and maybe the manager of the company doesn't know, so I'm gonna actually call the company today and complain, and see if I can talk to a live person, a manager, and tell them what this guy Brian has done to me for the last 2 weeks. And so maybe the management doesn't even know. I have no idea, but I'm gonna call today. So I'll give you guys an update on my experience with Lucidity. But right now, guys, I got 2 thumbs, so that's 2 thumbs down on Lucidity, who's selling Selle Italia products in the United States. And I'm going to give an email to Selle Italia in Italy and tell them the situation I had with this company. So right now, guys, you know, I know what I needed. And you know, it's really difficult to find a saddle sometimes that you're comfortable with. Now, my Pro Logo that I bought through Amazon has been really good. And it's really very comfortable for a guy who does normally, you know, 50 to 80 miles a day. As an older guy, you know, I'm not a young guy anymore, as you can see. But I still like to ride. I still am somewhat semi-competitive. Even though I'm getting older, and right now the weather is not, you know, conducive to me to bicycling because of the rain and stuff. But next week, hopefully I can get out there when the rain stops and I can start cycling again. But I was looking for a seat that, and of course I'm older, so maybe these issues are more pronounced as you get older, as far as being sore in the saddle or whatnot. But I do want to try to find a real comfortable saddle, maybe because I am old, right? My bones aren't as forgiving as they used to be. So, but anyway, that's what's going on here at Wheel Life Cycling. I wanted to give you an update on this fiasco. Be careful when you buy a saddle. I gave you a really good tip on buying through a company like Amazon, which I'm not too crazy about anyways. But at least you can return the saddle to Amazon and they give you a refund. Like, I didn't even return my saddles that I've tried before, and I've already got like a refund the next day just by giving the label that I sent it in. I mean, it's just amazing. So yeah, there you go, guys. So buyer beware when buying products, especially saddles. So thanks for watching Wheel Life Cycling. Let me know how you feel about it, and we'll get back with some good information here shortly.